Hi, I'm Dwayne Thompson, the Superintendent of Piqua City Schools. On behalf of the Board of Education and the entire staff and student body of Piqua Schools, I would like to say Happy Veterans Day to all the men and women currently serving and those that have already served in all branches of the military. On this day, we say thank you to you and your families for the many sacrifices that you have made to keep our country safe and strong. Thanks for your bravery and the examples that you have set for all of us.
In 1921, an unknown World War I American soldier was buried in Arlington National Cemetery. This site on a hillside overlooking the Potomac River in the city of Washington, D.C. became the focal point of reverence of Americans' veterans. Similar ceremonies occurred earlier in England and France, where an unknown soldier was buried in each nation's highest place of honor. These memorial gestures all took place on November 11th, giving universal recognition to the celebrated endings of World War I, fighting at 11 a.m. November 11th on 1918. The day became known as Armistice Day. Armistice Day officially received its name in America in 1926 through a congressional resolution. It became a national holiday 12 years later by similar congressional action.
I'd like to thank my grandpa for serving in the Vietnam War. He was in the Army.
I would like to thank my grandpa, Gary Reed, for serving in the Navy.
I'd like to thank my great-grandpa for serving in the Air Force.
I'd like to thank my grandpa that served in the Air Force.
I'd like to thank both my grandparents who served in the Army and my cousin who is currently serving. Thank you.
I want to thank my grandpa Joe for serving in World War II.
I'd like to thank my grandpa for serving in the Army. I want to thank my great-grandpa for serving in the military. And even though he's gone now, I'm glad he served for us.
I'd like to thank my grandpa for serving in the military.
I'd like to thank my uncle for serving in the Army.
I just want to thank both my grandparents. Thank you for your service, and thank you for all you have done for our country.
Thank you to my grandpa for serving in the military, and thank you for your service to this country.
I would like to thank my mom for serving the country and everything she does.
I'd like to thank my grandpa for serving in the Vietnam War.
I'd like to thank my grandpa for serving in the Marines.
I just want to say thank you to my grandpa, who was a veteran in the war. Although he hasn't told me many stories, it's always nice to just go over and think he served a big part of making our country the land of the free.
I would like to thank my grandpa John for serving in the Vietnam War.
I would like to thank my grandpa for serving in the Army.
I'd like to thank my grandpa for serving in the United States Coast Guard.
I'd like to thank my stepdad for serving in the Navy for 27 years.
I'd like to thank my grandpa for serving in the Army.
I'm here to thank my grandpa for serving as a veteran.
I would like to thank my grandpa for serving in World War II.
I want to thank my brother for serving in the Navy.
I want to thank my cousin Samuel Pearson for serving in the military.
I want to thank my uncle Sean for serving in the military.
I'd like to thank my great-grandpa.
The media program would like to thank Skeens for his service in the U.S. Navy.
Thank you, Daddy, for serving in the Army. Thank you, Mom, for serving in the Army. Thanks, Dad, for being in the Army.
Dear veterans, I'm Lillian. I'm a student at PCIS. I am so glad that the bravery and courage you have and all the sacrifices you gave to our country. Again, thank you.
I have a message to say to all of you veterans. Dear veterans, thank you for serving our country and making the world a better place. You were great citizens and are great citizens, and thank you for your service. My dad, too, was in the Army, and you and my dad are incredibly great people.
Thank you to all the thousands of people that serve for our country, including 7 of my relatives.
I want to say thank you to all of the veterans that have served this country. You have kept us safe and protected our rights. I am truly thankful for all that you do. Hope you have a happy Veterans Day.
Dear veterans, hi, my name is Katie Jo. Everything is so different this year and I'm sad I can't say this in person, but I want to give the biggest thank you I can. The thanks I want to give you is beyond words. I want everyone to know how grateful we are for your actions, your bravery in making the choice to serve for kids like me. Even when you have doubt, I want you to remember that people really do appreciate you. The days you question how important you are, remember you mean more than the stars at night, more than the clouds in the daytime, more than the world entirely. From kids to you, remember this, we appreciate you.
Hello, my name is Dylan and I'm a student at PCIS. Thank you so much for all that you've done, your time, your sacrifice, and bravery, all of it. Thank you. Thank you for serving our country and making a difference in America. Your sacrifices will never be forgotten, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you for serving our country and risking your lives to save ours. Even though he is no longer with us, my grandfather Ford was a veteran and fought in the Vietnam War. I used to call him on Veterans Day and let him know that he was appreciated. Thank you again to all the veterans. You are always in our thoughts and prayers.
Thank you to all my family members, my uncle, my cousins, and all the other veterans. I will thank you in serving our country and letting us be free. Thank you for your time.
You help me thrive and survive. You encourage me to be the better version of myself, and you make me a better lead member. Thank you for all the support that you have done for me, the PCI, Piqua Central, and America.
My grandfather was a veteran. I would like to thank you all for what you do for our country and making it safe. You guys do so much for us, and I think that you guys should be known for what you do. Thank you for your service.
Hi, I'm Kayla Hill. I'm a student at PCIS. Thank you for all your sacrifices, and your sacrifices will never be forgotten. Thank you for helping everyone. You should never be forgotten, and you are a hero. Thank you for your service.
To the veterans, Hi, I am Mateo. I'm a student at PCIS. This is a thank you to all veterans past and present. The privilege of the freedom we have is because of your hard work, dedication, sacrifices, and bravery. Thank you for the sense of security we have in being an American. Because of you, we are proud Americans. So on behalf of myself, my family, my school, and community, thank you.
like to thank my uncle Eric Shaning for his service.
I'd like to thank my stepdad Cody Winsler in the military.
I would like to honor my grandpa for serving in the veterans. He fought in World War II, and his name is Donald Lewis Klein.
I'd like to thank my real dad for serving. Thank you, Dad.
Thank you, Zachary Hemmert, for your service in the Army.
Thank you, Frank Evans, for your service in the Air Force.
I'd like to thank Kenneth Hanahan for his service in the Army.
I'd like to thank Ronald E. Cooper for his service in the Marines.
Thank you, Jim Green, for serving us in the Navy.
Thank you, Clifford Black, for your service.
Thank you, Mom and Nathan, for serving our country. I love you very much.
Hi, I'm Rob Messick, principal of Piqua High School, and I would like to thank all the veterans for everything that they've done, and also the people that are currently serving. So thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Daryl Height, assistant principal here at Piqua High School.
I would like to say thank you to all those veterans who have served our country over the years. I'd like to put a special shout out to my brother Doug after his 25 years of service in the United States Army. Thank you.
I'd like to wish a happy Veterans Day to all the veterans in the Piqua community and also in Miami County. I'd also like to give a special shout out to all of the current men and women who are serving in the U.S. military. Thank you guys for your service.
The focal point for official national ceremonies for Veterans Day continues to be the memorial amphitheater built around the Tomb of the Unknowns. At 11 a.m. on November 11th, a combined color guard representing all military services executes present arms at the tomb. The nation's tribute to its war dead is symbolized by the laying of a presidential wreath. The bugler plays taps. The rest of the ceremony takes place in the amphitheater. This Veterans Day, we would like to offer a gratitude and appreciation to all of those who have served and all of the men and women serving our nation today. Thank you.